Fired from his job after pleading guilty to a drug possession charge, a former Erie County Sheriff's deputy says he deserves a second chance. Good evening, I'm Scott Levin.
And I'm Mary Ellis Demler. John Gugino, who has yet to be sentenced, says he wants to set the record straight about what he did and why he thinks he should get his job back. 2 on Your Side's Dave McKinley had tough questions for him today.
John Gugino was a jail deputy at the holding center for 16 years until October of 2020, when he was pulled over while off duty and arrested for possession of cocaine.
I had some problems and I used a drug to block the problems. It was a horrible decision.
The amount of narcotic was so small
It was a dusting in a baggie.
that he was eventually charged with a misdemeanor. While suspended from his job, he claims he went through rehab and mental counseling. And in May, he pled guilty to the charge against him.
I broke the law. I owned up to it.
And he was hoping to get his old job back, but 11 days ago, he was fired.
Usually you would get a second chance at life, especially going to rehab.
Would you understand the argument, though? We can't have sheriff's deputies committing crimes and expect for them to continue to be deputies.
I agree 100%. However, then it should have been started 35 years ago, and the people that get in trouble should have been, you know, the precedent would have been set, and we wouldn't even be here right now.
What he's talking about there are his claims as outlined in a federal lawsuit he's filed that others who have committed more egregious acts than he were not disciplined to the extent that he was.
Would you understand if somebody were to say, I get what you're saying, we've all made mistakes, there has to be a higher standard for a sheriff's deputy?
I believe that there should be a higher standard for every police officer in today's world with what's going on.
So
again, you're bringing me back to the answer, do I deserve to be fired type of thing? No. I deserve, when you enter the mental health and the drug problem, you should have a second chance.
Gugino says at the time of his arrest, he was being investigated for something else, but didn't want to discuss it other than to say it was bogus. His lawsuit, though, indicates that investigation involved an anonymous claim that he was selling drugs in the holding center, something his lawyer outlines in court papers as fabricated. A sheriff's office spokesman says it may be able to discuss Gugino's case tomorrow, and we hope to bring you more about it then. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.